did not say he that finds a slim wife.
Yes.
He said he that finds a wife is a function, how they fit into destiny. So the whole idea of a spec is just a programming. It's just a conditioning. It's just a situation you grew in. I've seen people say, I can never get married to a Bayangi guy. Why? He broke the heart of my friend.
How does it concern me?
Your spec.
Hey tribe, you're welcome to the Christian Village. Here we make the word simple, living, and shared. I'm your host, Shuri, and we have on set with me today Pastor Audrey. Pastor Audrey has the biggest, the most attended relationship, right?
Conference, yeah.
Conference in Boya.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's amazing. And I want to take this opportunity today to ask him a very personal question about specs. You know, first of all, what's your take on specs? Specs, and I have my spec and list. There's a familiar thing that girls do now, called list. You have your list of what you want in a guy. What do you think about that, sir?
As beautiful as that sounds, it's a probleming and a disturbing thing. Because from my statistic and my studies, I realize that spec are environmental programming.
Yes, sir.
In the sense that a guy in Boya might likely love a slim girl, but a guy in Yaoundé might love a fat girl.
Yes.
Because the environment, when you go to a place where 5 people say they love somebody with stick,
there's
with
a probability.
there is a probability that you align to that.
Yes, sir.
I give a direct example. Being in Cameroon, I realized our brothers love people with size, chubby ladies.
Yes.
But in the Philippines, they love slim ladies.
Flat.
So you find a chubby lady doing everything to become slim. Because
you can just change the environment.
Yes.
The spec.
If she now comes to Cameroon, she'll be the desire of every guy.
Yes.
So spec is environmental programming, and it's very disturbing because you can never see all the variables of your life.
Yes.
You say, okay, I like a tall guy, I like a this, I like a that. You can't see what you need in the future. Your eyes cannot see that. So you cannot go with the spec. I give a very practical example. It's like the guy that said that I need a shirt.
Yes.
The shirt is like a need for destiny. God has given you a destiny, which is what should be your driving factor. You shouldn't say, I have a spec. You should say, I have a destiny.
Yes.
So the driving force to choosing a man or a woman is destiny, not spec. Because whether you like it or not, we are living a life that has already been decided upon.
Yes, sir.
Every choice you make is influenced by someone or something. If you choose to live by destiny, it means your choices have been influenced by the divine God. If you choose to live by spec, it means your choices have been influenced by environment, maybe people, family, circumstances or something. But every spec is a product of an environmental programming. So this guy is going to the shop to buy a shirt. His need is that he needs a shirt, destiny.
Yes,
but now because in Boya, for example, the trend is a blue shirt.
Yes, sir.
So he wants a blue shirt.
Yes.
He goes to the market and doesn't find a blue shirt. Now the question is, will he buy the white shirt because he needs a shirt, or he will now walk naked because there's no blue shirt? So you realize spec is not as important as function. God did not say he that finds a slim wife.
Yes.
He said he that finds a wife is a function, how they fit into destiny. So the whole idea of a spec is just a programming. It's just a conditioning. It's just a situation you grew in. I've seen people say, I can never get married to a Bayangi guy. Why? He broke the heart of my friend.
How does it concern me?
Your spec has been adjusted. If you take a look right now, even you watching us right now,
you have something,
of that sort. Something has affected your spec and your choices. And it goes beyond tribe. It goes even about height.
Yes.
Okay, when you say you want a tall guy, you have indirectly say you want security.
Yes.
Physical security, because height is security.
Yes.
You feel like a short guy cannot protect you.
Yes.
That's programming.
Yes.
But if on your own, there is something that can deal with that problem of security, you will not mind marrying a short guy.
So I strongly think that the issue with specs is the fact that it's so physical and not spiritual.
Yeah.
Because I would say that as a spiritual person, as a Christian, there are certain things you look out for when wanting to, because God doesn't bring you a person as a spouse. He can lead you to a brand, like a certain like they call it a pack of wolves.
Yeah.
A wolf wants to get married, goes to a pack of wolves, and you select from there. So I think that as a Christian, there are certain things you can look out for. But the challenge with the spec we are talking about here is that we have narrowed it to the physical. Our desires, our emotions, our what have determined the boundaries of the speck I'm talking about here.
Yeah.
So if you have speck as a Christian, make sure you're looking at it from the spirit. That's why you mentioned destiny.
Yeah.
In the moment your speck is related to your destiny, there are things you will not even consider.
Exactly.
There are
Exactly.
things that will not count to you as a person. Because I think that before getting married to someone, or when you're in the market and you're making a decision on who to marry, you should consider the fear of the Lord.
Exactly.
Because there are many people going to church today who are just church goers. Yeah. The fear of the Lord, all of that. But if you are walking with God, if you started with God, that shouldn't even be a problem, because God will lead you right.
Exactly.
So I think that what you're saying is powerful, sir.
And
the issue of specs is
just to
killing
add
us.
to that, like you rightly said, God responds to destiny, not to spec.
Not to specs.
He responds to it like that. And over my little years counseling people
Yes,
all
sir.
around Cameroon, I realized one thing: spec love is a difficult love. I should even say an impossible love. I will say this and you will relate. When you were 18, who you loved is not the person you love today.
Look.
But the person was your spec. I love
Yes.
this girl
I
because
would die
she's
for
like
that.
this.
Yes.
I would die for this guy. I
And
would
those
kill
things
myself
change
for
over
this guy.
time, eh?
They change
The
over
things that
time
we
because
base
that's
those
spec.
decisions on change over time.
Over time.
You marry a slim girl who gets fat when she puts to birth. What do you do with that?
Exactly.
And that's why divorces have increased.
Yeah.
Because I married you thin, and I love the fact that you were slim, and now you're put to birth,
Yeah.
and everything is swollen. And I'm like, what kind of woman is this? Start maltreating her. You're angry at
Yeah.
her because you
Yeah.
made a decision based on very flexible things that are easily changed.
If you want to build a lasting relationship, as important as specs are, they should be secondary.
Secondary. Yes.
Secondary.
Yes.
We are not dismissing
Oh,
that
thank
you
you.
should
You
not
brought the
go
word.
for what you really like, because it's important to be attracted
To the person you
to
marry.
the person you marry, but it should be secondary. Attraction can be taught. You
Some
can
things
teach
that come
yourself.
primary.
Yes, there are some things that come primary, and once they are there, attraction will align. For example, a lady that really loves a praying man will fall in love with a guy that is not handsome. Take a look at it.
So what do you mean?
not all the time, not
Yes,
always.
sir.
It's just an example. All right, we want to be very practical.
Yes,
we are
sir.
in the Christian village,
Yes,
right?
sir.
All right, look at it this way. Have you ever stumbled on the picture of a man of God and his wife and say, how did this end
With
up
this?
with this?
Yes.
Because the woman is so like
Yeah,
Jesus
fine,
Christ.
yeah.
The lady is so
I think
beautiful.
that's true.
But the man is just there,
Just the way the Lord made him.
just the way the Lord made him. And you know why that lady will afford to have married this man? Is because
She was looking at something.
she was looking at something beyond spec. She
Yes.
found a value in God, a value in destiny, and attraction came.
The Bible
because
talks
of
about
that.
a story where it says a certain man found a field of treasure. No, he found treasure in a field. Went back, sold everything he had, came back and possessed that field.
Yeah.
You see, you must be able to identify what treasure is to you.
Exactly.
The moment you can identify that this is what treasure is to me, because the Bible did not say a field of treasure.
Yeah.
It said treasure
Yeah.
in a field. So what if it was an hectare of land and
Yeah.
then just an acre or one small part of it had the treasure,
Yeah.
and the rest of it was debris or mud, whatever it had, the man was able to go with that.
Yeah.
It was worth the sacrifice. So if you're able to define your treasure, that's why we are saying that don't build on physical specs. It can come later. You like the guy
Yeah.
short, you like the guy fat, whatever you like, but make sure they are destiny decisions that are pillars to that choice.
Yeah.
Because many people miss God's will for them because they come dressed
Yeah.
in what was on their expectations.
Yeah. Very key things you said. Identify your treasure. You see,
Yes.
if you've not heard anything, take that one.
Identify your
your
treasure.
treasure. Because Jesus himself warns you about that. He said, where a man
Treasure
is
his heart
his
will be.
heart.
Yes.
Your heart is not where you want it to be. It's where your
Yes.
treasure is. So if you don't even know your treasure,
But almost happened. Thank you.
if you don't know your treasure, your heart will be scattered everywhere. And
Yes,
that's why you
sir.
have a broken heart.
Yes, sir.
Because your heart is here today, tomorrow is there. So you want to, like you rightly said, identify your treasure because it drives your heart to a particular place. I love what you said.
And it comes as a
Treasure.
package. People come as a package.
Exactly.
It's not the 100% good. That's
Wow.
you know,
That's another
You
thing.
enter marriage, you go crazy.
That's another thing.
Before I was excited about marrying some kind of people. Now, you see, find your happiness. That's way find your happiness.
I love what you
Yes,
just said.
because
people come in
They
packages.
come in packages.
That's powerful.
Packages of minus and pluses,
Yeah.
packages of strengths and weaknesses, and some of it. Don't think you marry somebody that you like everything about.
No,
Never.
it's not
There's
possible.
always something peculiar about this person you are crazy about, and the others. One time, he said, I think the story where Jesus, they come to Jesus and ask him, should we pay tax? He tells them, bring me a coin whose face is on it, and they say Caesar's. He said to them, give to God what is God's,
and to
give to Caesar what is
belongs to
Caesar's.
him, yeah.
You are going to meet people in your lifetime that have varied personalities,
Yeah.
you know, and then some of those personalities will not align to what you like.
Yeah.
But because you like certain things about them, it's a plus and minus. For you to benefit from
Wow.
who God is, you
Wow.
have to, you know, there are laws.
Yeah.
There are laws in the kingdom.
Yeah.
That if you want to experience God in fullness, there are things who loves praying for 5
Yeah.
hours, 3
Ooh,
hours.
ooh, ooh.
But you want to experience God,
Yeah.
you got to sit down
Yeah.
there. So you have to give what you needed to be given to have what you want to have.
That's so
All
powerful.
right?
That's so powerful. You must understand. The question is, to what degree is this person bad, and to what degree is this person good?
That's why you must identify your treasure.
Yes.
The more you get that, every other thing secondary, and then you know how you can easily, you know, blend. Compromise is key to lasting relationships. At some point, you have to compromise.
Yeah,
no
very
matter who you
important.
marry.
Very important.
And because we're brought up in different areas, by different people, different beliefs, environments. So there's something about me and about you. I mean, you don't like some things about me.
Yeah.
I don't like things about
Yeah.
you. But because I love this blend, there's something you give me, I give you that. We want to keep that. So I have to bear the other things about you.
And that's what many singles don't know, because there's a phase in the relationship where two opposite people attract.
Yes.
I like you like me.
Yes.
There's a phase where you adjust.
You
So
adapt.
that's what you call compromise. So
Yes.
I need to start compromising some things I hold very dear because I hold you dear.
Yes.
So because you are also important, I'll let this go.
Yes,
So that we
because-
can be happy together. Very important.
You see, spec? Be careful. If your spec is hinged on physical things that are so flexible that change, I mean, you're going to have to deal with a lot. That's why emotions are here
Yeah.
and there, because
Yeah.
you are hanging
Everywhere.
on something so tangible.
Yeah. So you want to start trimming your spec.
Yes.
Your spec, if you would have, it should be something anchored on destiny. Something anchored in God.
Yes.
And we are not likewise saying that you should now say you want someone that prays, because not everybody that prays
Yes.
is someone that
Yes,
God has
submitted to
actually
God
visited.
even.
Because when we say a godly person, we are saying someone that has come to the maturity of the working of the Holy Spirit in their
Yeah.
life. So we are not
Yielded,
looking at
submitted
prayer.
to the voice of the Holy
We are not
Ghost.
looking at prophesying. We are not looking at all the gifts of the
Not
Spirit. We are
gifts,
looking
fruits.
at the fruits of the Spirit.
Fruits.
So somebody can be praying, but the person is a woman hater. Somebody
Womanizer.
can be speaking in tongues, and the person is a womanizer. He
Womanizer.
speaks around. So
Yes.
because that's the thing. For so many years, once a lady says, I want a man in church, the first thought is somebody that can pray, somebody has
Prophesy.
a charisma. No, we are
There
looking
are
at
gifts of the Spirit. The
fruits.
Spirit gives as He wills.
Yeah.
Not gifts. Fruits.
And you cannot judge the maturity of a person based on a gift.
No, sir.
If I give you a phone now, I cannot judge.
It's not based on me,
It's
based
not
on
based
you,
on
it's your
you.
will.
It's
Yes.
based on me.
The
I gave
giver.
it to you.
Yes.
But I will now be able to judge your maturity based on what you have developed out of what you
Yes,
received.
exactly.
The fruits of the Spirit.
Thank you so much, sir.
It's
This
always a
has
pleasure.
been a powerful session.
Wow.
I'm honored.
I'm always
honored.
glad to be
Thank
here.
you so much, sir. Thank you, family, for hanging in with us till the end. Please don't forget, share this video with your girlfriends, your 10 girlfriends. All right. And stay connected to the Christian Village. Make sure you share this. Tell people about the Christian Village and let them join our community. I love you. It was Shuri and Pastor Audrey. God bless you. Shalom.